Good to see that the recording has been started. I'm opening my Excel file. In that, I'll give you one sum. Now, what is the significance of finding the value at risk? In one portfolio or in a single asset class, it becomes extremely important for you, extremely, you know, uh, extremely worthy for you to know that, what is the probability of, doing the maximum loss at one particular confidence level. Now, if I give you a very simple interpretation of the VAR, let me share my screen with all of you so that you will be able to understand in a better way. Now, last time around, I had completed the standard distribution of the returns, right? That if nothing is given to us and if we assume that, there would be a normal distribution of the data, then how the returns are falling in which particular area and what is the probability of return in that area. So that we have already done. Now, based on that only, we want to know, please try to understand my question very carefully. Everyone would be understanding this. Now, if I want to know that at 95% of the confidence, what is my maximum loss? What is the maximum loss? Now, if say you have invested 1 lakh rupees in one portfolio, you have prepared one portfolio, and you want to know that, sir, in 95% of the confidence, that means there would be a 95% of the probability that your return shall be more than that. So at 95% of the probability, what is your maximum loss? Confidence, what is your maximum loss? I hope you are able to understand my question well. Another interpretation of this can be that, sir, if I understand, if I try to, distribute my returns, what is the maximum losses that I can face in 95% of the times? So 95% of the confidence is a very good confidence. I mean, statistics in management and statistics, we follow the confidence level of 95%. Some of the industries are there like pharma, some other thing, where 95% of the confidence cannot be followed. They follow 99% of the confidence. Now, researcher can take any level of confidence. We may take 91, 92, 94 as well for finding the VAR. But generally, 99 and 19.5, these are the two confidence levels which are followed widely by the experts. Now, what is the interpretation of this 95 or 99%? I again tell you, if I say 95%, I want to see that what is the maximum loss which I can make with 95% of the confidence. Now, what is the another meaning of this? That, sir, in 95% of the times of all the returns which I'm going to get from this portfolio, what is the maximum loss which I can suffer? Or I may say, what is the lowest return I can get? Maximum loss is equal to the lowest return. Yes or no? Both are same. चीकू बोलो कि विराट कोहली बोलो, दोनों एक ही है. धोनी बोलो कि माही बोलो, दोनों एक ही है. मैक्सिमम लॉस बोलो कि लोएस्ट रिटर्न बोलो, दोनों एक ही है. Are you able to understand my argument? When I say 99%, please try to understand. First, you should be able to interpret the question well so that I can move ahead. If I follow the confidence level of 99%, that means what is the probability of doing the maximum loss at 99% confidence? That means what will be my return at lowest return in 99% of the observations which I am following. Now, people generally take 95 only in statistics, in management, in subjects related to the liberal studies, subjects related to you know, the social sciences, we follow 95% of the confidence level. We may take 99 as well, but highly, I mean, that kind of a precision is not required in the industry which we are belonging to. That kind of a precision can be required in a pharma, some industries where you should be absolutely clear about your observations, where you should have extreme confidence about the outcomes of the observations which you want to get from your researches. So we generally follow 95% of the confidence. Now please try to understand, everyone. If I give you one question, the question is that average. Now let me change the color of this. Yellow, dirty fellow. It needs to be changed to some other color. Let me use some atrangi color today. Let me use this one, dark blue. You people haven't studied in dark blue, no, till now. Oops, yes, good. So if I have the average return of the portfolio, say average return is coming at, now this time horizon needs to be same, for the standard deviation and for the average return. The time horizon needs to be same. If you have found the average return on monthly basis, then standard deviation should also be on the monthly basis, right? If you would have done it on yearly basis, then standard deviation should also be on the yearly basis. Now average return, say if you have found on monthly basis, that means this is the monthly average return you have got in your portfolio. Now it can be yearly too. So obviously value at risk will be yearly. Now if I say average return here, and average return is, say for example, say 3%, and my standard deviation is coming at 2.5%. Now I want to see the maximum loss at 95% of confidence. Now some people would be like, sir, why didn't you take into account the positive side of the distribution? Well, we are right now thinking about the risk perspective beta. The name of this indicator itself is value at risk. So we are ignoring the positive side. We are just focusing right on the negative side. And in negative side, we want to see that what is the maximum loss which we may suffer at 95% of the confidence level. That is the value at risk at 5%. Now for that, you need the standard normal distribution. Now how you will apply this, please try to understand. Everyone, say if you have the normal distribution like this, it doesn't look like normal, it was a paranormal. Okay, now this should look like a normal. Good. So say here, if I have a mean, if I want to calculate the, here I have the average. Please try to understand what is being asked in the question. You may take a snap of it. Average return 3%, SD 2.5%, and maximum loss we want to find at 95% of the confidence. It's easy, do not worry, not that much complicated. You will have to just give me a bit of a focus here. So average return, I told you that how the distribution of the return looks like, Now I told you that within a 1 SD at the negative side, you have around 34% of the probabilities. Here as well you have within a 1 SD around 34% of the probabilities. Okay. Now within 2 SD, you have around 13% of the probabilities. And after that, you have around 3% of the rest of the probabilities for 3 standard deviations, 4 standard deviation, whatever the thing we have till after that. Again here 13% at 2 SD. Please try to understand. Now we are ignoring the positive side at all now. We are not considering that. We are just right now focusing on this negative side, which is minus standard deviations here. So this side we are focusing. Good. So my question is again, please try to identify. If my average return is 3 percentage and standard deviation is 2.5 percentage, then I want to see that what is the maximum loss at 95 percentage of confidence. Now average return of 3 percentage, so that I can write 3 percentage over here, right? So this is my 3 percentage average. Now on the positive side, I may add one standard deviation into 3 percentage, so that comes at around 5.5. Yes or no? Adding one standard deviation into the average. Now again adding one standard deviation, if you add 2, then it reaches to, I guess, 6 and plus 2 matlab ki 8 percentage, right? Now let's go to the negative side. Negative side, you have 3 minus 1 standard deviation. So if you minus 2.5 from 3, so you get the answer of 0.5 percentage written over here. Now if you reduce one more standard deviation from this, so you get around minus 2 percentage written over here at 2 standard deviations. Because 0.5, I hope it is clear to everyone now. Has everyone got it till now? That was done by us last time around as well. So we have just distributed the returns based on the standard deviation, nothing else. Okay. Now please try to identify. I told you that around 3 percentage of the probabilities we have over here for rest of this region, after the 2 standard deviations. But we want to find the confidence is 95 percentage of the return. So see, यहाँ पे तो 3 percentage आ जाता है. This is the line after which there is a 3 percentage, which is a 2 standard deviation, right? Yes or no? उसके बाद में 3 percentage return fall होते हैं. Can anyone give me a confirmation so that I can at least be assured, that students are getting it. This was the normal distribution I had given to you last time around, that this is how the returns fall into the histogram when we follow the normal distribution concept. Is it clear to everyone till now?
Yes, sir.
Good. So here at 2 standard deviation, I told you we are right now focusing on the negative side only. Why we are focusing only on the negative side? Because, sir, we want to know that what is the probability of loss at 95 percentage of the confidence. What is the maximum loss I am going to make? That's what I want to see. So I got to know that around 3 percentage we have here. So for rest of the region we have how many percentages? 97. But I do not want to follow 97 percentage of the confidence. I want to follow 95 percentage of the confidence. So I can at least come to know that, my distribution, the return, which I'll be making at the maximum loss I'll be making at 5 percentage of the value at risk, or I may say 95 percentage of the confidence, that shall be somewhere between 2 SD and 1 SD. Because after 2 SD, you have just 3 percentage probability. But my requirement is up to 5 percentage. I want to see that, what is the return at 5 percentage risk. So we are finding VAR at 5 percentage right now, value at risk at 5 percentage. 5 percentage probability. Again repeating this if you couldn't get it. Based on the standard normal distribution of the data, I had told you that we have 34% of probability here in this region, 13% again in this region, and rest 3% is there after 2SD, which has been generally a case with every normal distribution we have seen for every kind of a data. And similar kind of a thing you may verify from the probability distribution table as well. So if I say that my return will be at the 2 standard deviation away below the average, so that probability is just a 3%. There is only a 3% probability that my average, that my return will be 2 standard deviations away. But I do not want to see 3%. I want to see 5%, because I am following the 95% with the confidence level. So my loss will be somewhere between 2SD and 1SD. So 1SD और 2SD, यहाँ पे कहीं पे 5% आना चाहिए, क्योंकि यहाँ पे 3% आता है, तो यहाँ पे जो मैं लाइन कर रहा हूँ ना दूसरी वाली, वहां पे कहीं पे ये वाली लाइन पे कहीं पे 5% आना चाहिए. तो वो कहाँ पे आता है, वो आता कहाँ पे है? तो उसके लिए मैं एग्जैक्टली नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के टेबल को फॉलो करना पड़ेगा. सो एवरीवन, यहां से इतना मालूम पड़ा कि 2SD और 1SD नेगेटिव साइड, वहां कहीं पे मुझे 5% प्रोबेबिलिटी दिखाई देगी. 0.05, दिस इज नथिंग बट द 5%, राइट. तो हमें देखना है कि 1 और 2, ये दोनों के बीच में कहां पे हमें 0.05 दिखाई दे रहा है. चलो चेक करते हैं. सो मैं यहां पे गया नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के टेबल में. नाउ हियर यू हैव the points and here you have the standard deviations, right. On left hand side you have the standard deviations, और उस स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन की प्रोबेबिलिटी है. यहाँ पे जो वैल्यूज है ना वो प्रोबेबिलिटीज है. वन पर्टिकुलर एसडी पे कौन सी प्रोबेबिलिटी दिखाई देगी वो ये टेबल आपको कहता है. और हम जाएंगे नेगेटिव साइड में, अभी पॉजिटिव साइड में नहीं है. अच्छा, अब देखते हैं. हमें चाहिए 5%. तो 5% माने कि 0.05, और 0.05 कहां पे है वो भी हमने फाइंड किया. वो या तो फिर 1 और 2, ये दोनों के बीच में कहीं पे आनी चाहिए. तो एटलीस्ट हमें हिंट मिला यहाँ पे कि 1 और 2 के बीच में सर कहीं पे आना चाहिए. तो 1 और 2 के बीच में आपको 5% ढूंढना है. अभी 0.05, 0.05 आपको कहां पे मिल रहा है? सर्च करो. मुझे लगता है यहां पे कहीं पे है. देखो, इसको मैं ये नहीं कर सकता, ये वाला 0.05 और 0.0494 95 है ना. 0.05 इधर कहीं पे है. सो दैट मीन्स ये टेबल हमें कहता है कि भाई तुम जो 5% प्रोबेबिलिटी बात करते हो ना, वो प्रोबेबिलिटी आपको कहां पे मिलेगी? वो प्रोबेबिलिटी आपको मिलेगी भाई साहब, स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन होगा 1.6, और 1.6, और समझ लो हम ये वाला लेते हैं 0.044 0495, ये वाला लेते हैं. तो ऊपर का जो पॉइंट है वो भी ऐड करना पड़ेगा. तो पॉइंट कितना है? 0.05. तो आपका ये जो स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन है ना साइड में, कितना आया? 1.6. उस 1.6 में 0.05 ऐड करोगे, तो 1.6 में 0.05 ऐड करोगे तो 1.65 आएगा आंसर. सो ये टेबल मुझे बताता है कि तुम जो जिस रिटर्न की बात करते हो रौनक, वो रिटर्न तुम्हारा 1.65 स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन अवे है. तुम कहते हो कि 5% की प्रोबेबिलिटी कहां पे दिखती है वो बताओ नेगेटिव साइड में. तो 5% की प्रोबेबिलिटी मुझे दिखती है यहाँ पे, मैंने को यहाँ पे मिली है टेबल में. वो मुझे मैन्युअली जाके सर्च करना पड़ेगा. अगेन किधर मिली है दिखा रहा हूं. I'm highlighting that value. Just focus it over here. You may also download it. See, here I have seen, which is near to 0.05. तो वो वाली वैल्यू कौन सी है? 1.6 के लाइन में आती है, और ऊपर आता है वो 1.6 के बाद में कौन से वाले डेसिमल हमें ऐड करना है, वो उसकी डिटेल्स है, ऊपर है कॉलम में वो। तो 1.6 स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन अवे है, वो तो मालूम पड़ा, और ऊपर की साइड है 0.05 हियर। तो 1.6 में तुम 0.05 ऐड करोगे तो 1.65 आएगा, राइट? सो आई एम राइटिंग ओवर देयर दैट माय रिटर्न इज 1.65 SD away from average.
Sir,
yes बेटा बताइए।
it's in Z value minus 1.6 plus 0.05. Won't it be minus 1.55?
नहीं नहीं बेटा, वो है ना, माइनस वाले में ही ऐड करना है, ठीक है? एसडी को तुम माइनस मत लो, एसडी को तुम उसकी जो वैल्यूज होगी ना, माइनस हम इसलिए करते हैं क्योंकि हमें देखना है कि माइनस साइड पे एसडी है, वरना एसडी तो एसडी है, 1 SD अवे फ्रॉम एवरेज, आइदर एट बिलो साइड और एट एन अप साइड, राइट? तो हमें वो 0.5 उसमें ही ऐड करना। नाइस क्वेश्चन। गुड। So you have 1.65 SD away from the average, right? Now please try to identify, understand everyone, that 5% value at risk is 1.65 SD away from average. Right? Try to understand everyone. अब 1 SD मतलब कि कितना रिटर्न होता है? 1 SD मतलब कि 2.5% होता है, राइट? वो हमें मालूम पड़ा, इधर से ही है, SD इक्वल टू 2.5%. Sir, if 1 SD equal to 2.5%, then 1.65 SD equal to how many percentage? So 1.65 multiplied by 2.5 divided by 1 cross multiplication. Can someone give me the answer of this beta? 1.65 multiplied by 2.5 divided by 1.
4.125.
4.125. Good. Equal to 5% return. So मैं इतना कह सकता हूं कि मेरा जो एवरेज है उसमें से ये 4.125% जितना रिटर्न है वो अवे है 5% प्रोबेबिलिटी से. सो दैट आई नीड टू रिड्यूस फ्रॉम द एवरेज. सो एवरेज इज हाउ मच? 3%, राइट? यस और नो? एवरेज वी हैव गॉट इज 3%. सो 3% minus 4.125%. So can someone give me the answer now? Minus 1.125%. So this is the return at 5% value at risk. Now the another interpretation of this would be that at 95% of confidence level, this is the maximum loss I'll be making, and the maximum loss I'll be making at the 95% of the confidence level is minus 1.125%. Is it clear now? If you couldn't understand this, repeating this again, everyone should focus it very carefully. Now first, please try to identify. The Z table gave me that Ronak, your 5% value at risk, the 5% probability on the negative side is at 1.65 SD. That was given by the Z table. I may check it again. Everyone can check it again. See, 5% looks over here. Here I have the value which is nearest to the 5%, which is 0.0495, at which what is the standard deviation coming? You may go to the left hand side, and on left hand side you may check that, sir, it is 1.6 standard deviation at which these returns are falling. Then what is another decimal which I need to add in 1.6? Sir, at 1.65 I have this, because 0.05 needs to be added in that. So at 1.65 we have the return which is the lowest return, or I can say the maximum loss at 95% of the confidence. Okay, so 1.65 SD we have got. From that, what did we do? That tells you that my 5% value at risk is at 1.65 standard deviation away from the average. So सर, एक स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन का कितना परसेंटेज रिटर्न होता है? एक स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन का होता है 2.5%. तो 1.65 माने के कितना? तो सर एक स्टैंडर्ड का 2.5 है, तो 1.65 का होता है 4.125%. तो ये मुझे कहता है कि आपका जो एवरेज रिटर्न है उसमें से 4.125% अगर आप रिड्यूस कर दोगे तो वो वाला जो रिटर्न होगा ना, अभी तक यहां पे हमारे पास एसडी में आंसर है, एसडी के आंसर को हमें रिटर्न के आंसर में कन्वर्ट करना है. सो 1.65 रिटर्न एसडी इज इक्वल टू 4.125%. और उसको तुम अगर एवरेज में से लेस करते हो, क्यों लेस करते हैं? क्योंकि हमें देखना है कि लॉस की प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या है, मैक्सिमम लॉस की प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या है. तो हम नेगेटिव साइड में जाते हैं, पॉजिटिव साइड में नहीं जाते. तो हमने बताया कि सर एवरेज में से आप 4.125% लेस करो, सो मेरा रिटर्न आता है -1.125%. नाउ दैट इज द 5% वैल्यू एट रिस्क. इन अदर वर्ड्स 95% of the confidence level I have, that I'll be making the maximum loss of -1.125%. Okay, now please try to understand. If you would have the portfolio of say 1 lakh rupees, 1 lakh rupees was your portfolio amount. Now if I say that, sir, what is the maximum loss I can make at 5% VAR, value at risk? So I would say you need to give me a standard deviation as well as the average for this. So standard deviation and average we are taking for the sum that we have done just now. So say SD at 2.5 and average is at 3%. So at 5%, my return is falling at -1.125%, right? So I may calculate over there in the portfolio, I may calculate it like 1 lakh multiplied by minus 1.125%. Can someone give me the answer of this? (1.125) divided by 100 करना, जो भी आंसर आता है that is nothing but the minus answer. Can someone give me the answer? 1 lakh multiplied by 1.125 divided by 100.
12500.
1.12500. ओके, 1.12500 मतलब पॉइंट के बाद. ₹1125 आएगा बेटा, देखो.
Sir, 1125 only.
हाँ, exactly. So 1125 rupees only will be the answer, but that will be in the minus, right? So I may say that at 95% of the confidence, I can say you that your maximum loss in the portfolio will be 1125 rupees. Now this is the exact measurement I have given to the client. You just need the historical standard deviation and average for the portfolio. That's it. Or if you do not have for that portfolio, you may check it for similar kind of a portfolio in other types of assets. If one person comes to you and says that, see, I am giving you 1 lakh rupees, but what is the maximum loss I'll be able to make in 1 lakh rupees if I follow 95% of the confidence level? I would straight away say to him that just give me SD and average, nothing else. Once he provide me the SD and average, I would calculate this in rupees, that your maximum loss in rupees would be 1125 rupees in your portfolio of 1 lakh rupees at 95% of the confidence. I can tell you that only 5% of the probability is there now that your loss can be more than that. So you can be rest assured 95% of the probability is that your loss will not be more than that. Now this gives the assurance to the person, because sometimes your concern is not to see that what is the profitability you will be making in this portfolio. Our mind is designed in such a manner that we first try to see that what is the maximum loss we may suffer in this particular investment. When you invest in the equity, your minds automatically start functioning in a manner, you start checking that, sir, what is the maximum loss I can have here, वो मुझे बता दो, वो मेरे लिए ज्यादा मैटर करता, क्योंकि we everyone are risk averse. Yes, our risk averseness will be different based on our various other factors. Those who have the good amount of wealth, they would be able to take more amount of risk. Those who do not have much wealth would not be able to take, but everyone would be little bit risk averse. हम रिस्क को देखते हैं. सबको समझ में आया है? यहाँ पे कोई भी डाउट हो, कोई भी ऐसी चीज हो जहां आपको सिर्फ कितनी चीज चाहिए थी, आपको सिर्फ ये बताना था कि एसडी कितना है, ठीक है, एवरेज कितना है, कॉन्फिडेंस कितना है, और कौन सा कॉन्फिडेंस पे आपको ये चाहिए, कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल पे, और वार कितना है, वैल्यू एट रिस्क कितना है इन टर्म्स ऑफ परसेंटेज. अब इसका रिवर्स कैलकुलेशन भी होगा. हाँ, अब कोई आके ये पूछेगा कि हमें ये प्रोबेबिलिटी बताओ भाई कि मैं इस वाले पोर्टफोलियो में 1000 का लॉस करूं, उसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या है. अब क्या करोगे, अब आपको रिवर्स कैलकुलेशन करना पड़ेगा, तो वैसा वाला है वो बाद में करेंगे. कोई आपको ये अमाउंट दे डायरेक्टली, ये अमाउंट डायरेक्टली दे कि मुझे है ना -1000 का लॉस करना है, उसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या, मैं 1000 का लॉस करूं, उसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी कितनी, तो उसका रिवर्स कैलकुलेशन होगा. फिर इस तरह से नहीं होगा, किसी और तरीके से होगा. रिवर्स में जाके हमें फाइंड करना पड़ेगा कि कितने स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन है, फिर हमें प्रोबेबिलिटी फाइंड करनी पड़ेगी उसकी. समझ में आया सबको? यहाँ पे हमारे पास क्या था, यहाँ पे हमें ये दिया हुआ था कि 95% ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस में मैं मैक्सिमम लॉस कितना करूंगा. मैंने उनको बता दिया, भाई तू मैक्सिमम लॉस करेगा 1125 रुपए का, 1 लाख रुपए के इन्वेस्टमेंट के ऊपर. एंड इफ आई टेल यू इन टर्म्स ऑफ रिटर्न, यू विल बी मेकिंग द लॉस ऑफ -1.125% in terms of return. And you people are aware that now how did I get this 1.125 percentages? Is everyone clear with this? Give me confirmation through the chat box. If not, please let me know. Anything where I should further focus more, please let me know. Okay, receive the confirmation from around 4 students yet. From 5. Others, should I assume that you have got it? Mr. Dhananjay has said yes as well. Yes, anyone wanna say something better? Please unmute yourself. Mr. Jay had said yes as well. Chandni, Miss Ishita, Mr. Yash, Dhruvi, Sneha. The only thing I have, beta, is I can take the confirmation from you. I cannot identify your gestures, your postures, your body language. I cannot see that, what exactly you are able to do over there. That's the problem with the online. So if you do not give me the confirmation, I assume that you have got it. Okay. One more or two sums on the similar lines, no? Then I think it would be pretty much clear. I think there would be at least around 60-70% of the clarity. और जो रिमेनिंग 30% है ना, वो एक दो सम और सॉल्व करके आ जाएगी. चलो वो बाद में करते हैं. So for the day, that's it, because I'll not be able to complete the next sum if I'll start today. So that's it from my side for the day. If anyone wanna ask something to me, they can. Else I am taking the attendance of all of you. So my bachas and bachis will be getting a significant break today. Oops, that's been the case since last 2 lectures. Now there are 2 outcomes possible for the significant amount of break you get. Sometimes it motivates you. Sometimes you may take a nap during that 10 to 15 minutes, and that nap might get extended to 4 to 5 hours. फिर मालूम पड़ेगा कि सर 3 बज गए, फिर मम्मी आके उठाएंगे कि चलो खाने खा पे बैठ जाओ. Okay, everyone, please file your attendance over there through the chat box, and once it is done, then you may leave for the day. From my side, that's it. Bye bye, take care, sayonara, enjoy your rest of the day.